Good morning, artists. Last week, we talked about the golden age of Islam and the symmetrical geometric artwork that was developed there. We looked at pictures of mosaics and tile work and architecture that all demonstrated that style. But today, I want to zoom out a little bit and talk about geometric patterns more broadly. Recurring geometric patterns are everywhere in the world, from microbiology to the orbits of planets. When we talk about geometry, we talk about the spatial relationships between objects. When we talk about recurring geometric patterns, we are talking about the spatial relationships between objects that go on for a really, really long time. One example of this is a spiral that just keeps going and going and going and going and going and has no real end. You might also think of a checkerboard that just zooms out and has white and black boxes that go on forever. Have you ever tried to draw a checkerboard freehand? It's really, really hard to make all the boxes the same shape and size. So artists use tools like a ruler, a protractor, or a compass.
My first thought was to try to do a demonstration using a compass to make a perfect circle and then showing you how you can make geometric shapes kind of around and outside of that. And I just had a really hard time doing it. I couldn't hold it. I wasn't really good at using that tool. It would take a lot more practice. And I went online to just look for some other artists who were doing that really well. And I found this woman, and I was very impressed just with her level of precision and her patience and how well she knows all of these angles and shapes. This is a really interesting kind of artwork that a lot of us might not know very much about. I think a lot of us, when we make art, we tend to approach it figuratively, like making pictures of people or places. There's a lot of math involved in repeated geometric patterns. And that's just a great reminder that school isn't divided into little categories like math and science and art and English. Creativity spills over into all of those things. So there can be art in math and there can be science in art.
And today my challenge to you is a little bit different because we're going to go on a scavenger hunt. And you're going to find as many repeated geometric patterns as you can in your own house and in your own yard. I did the same in my house, and I found a lot more than I was expecting to. Because, like we said earlier, repeated geometric patterns are everywhere.
So first I found this jar in my kitchen that has these diamond kind of prism patterns going all around the outside. Thought that was pretty cool. Can't really see them because it's so shiny, but you get the gist. And then this is a strainer that we have in the kitchen. And I never really looked closely at it before right now, but that's a repeated geometric pattern. Probably the most obvious one for me is my bathroom tile. That actually reminds me of some of the tile work we saw in the mosque pictures that I showed.
When you're finished hunting down your own repeated geometric patterns, you can upload them as a response to this video. I can't wait to see all the different things you guys found. And of course, just like always, if you would rather do some other kind of art activity, that's completely fine. The most important thing is that you are spending some time today being creative and exercising your creative muscle. This is just one way to do that. Whatever you make, whenever you're done, I would love to see it. So please hit the add response button and upload either a photo or a video of your work. Have a great time, and I look forward to seeing your responses.